Before we get started with today's video, I have an announcement to make. After years of telling other people's stories, I finally released one of my own. My novel Eternal Reign is available now in both ebook and paperback format for those of you who are like me and prefer to collect physical media. You can grab a copy right now on Amazon through the link in the description of this video. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. The Goblin Priestess Gut immediately recognizes you as a true soul when the creature in her head links with yours and shows her glimpses into your mind. The link works both ways, so you get to see her getting orders from one of the chosen that you had seen when the Absolute nearly took over your mind. But even as you try to dig deeper, you only catch bits and pieces. Something in your mind seems to be affecting your powers, and Gut offers to help you fix them since she thinks you're one of them. She takes you into her private chambers alone, which lets you put an end to the woman without alerting the others, and that lets you keep searching the place for Halcyon without having to fight everyone. You find the druid still in his bear form in the dungeon of the camp, where some goblins are doing the very same thing of throwing rocks at a captured animal. When he realizes that you're going to help him, he breaks out of the cell, killing one of the goblins with the falling gate. Then he joins you in finishing off the rest of his captors in the prison. He's very grateful for the help, although he thinks you're a little crazy for helping him when you couldn't possibly have known that he wouldn't have tried to maul you too. Not to mention the fact that anybody coming into a temple full of goblins has to be a few crayons short of a full box. It doesn't take him long to notice the fact that you have a mind flare bug inside of your head. But the fact that you know it's there and aren't serving the Absolute like the true souls proves that you're different. He's been studying them for a while, and from what he's learned, someone is using magic to control people who have been infected. He can't undo the magic, but he thinks he can help you since he's found out where they come from. It's a place called Moonrise Towers. The goblins take their prisoners there, and true souls come out, so Halcyon figures that's where the spell to control the tadpoles comes from, and you have to undo that magic if you want to take the bugs out of your head without dying. The big druid is willing to come with you if you can help him finish off the goblin leaders. Since you were planning on doing that anyway and you've already dealt with Gut, you team up with him to take down Minthara and draw Ragzlin. With all three of the leaders taken care of, you all leave to head back to the grove to tell Zevlor and his people that they're safe. That night, you get another visit from your mysterious dream visitor, and she is very happy to see that you've been using the tadpole's powers. She's also happy that Halcyon didn't try to remove the parasite since it would have killed you. The magic that's around the thing will kill you if you try to take it out at all, so your only chance is to go and deal with the source of the spells. Unfortunately, not even your mysterious protector knows how to do that. The parasites make the infected people hear a voice of a being called the Absolute, and it convinces them that it's a god, which means the more people who get infected, the further the cult of the Absolute will spread. The upper ranked members of the cult have brain bugs like you, and they brand the lesser members so they can use the tadpoles to control them. And those tadpoles are how they get the orders that they're forced to obey. One of those orders will be the one that forces you all to transform, and that order will make all of the infected turn into mind flayers instantly. The fact that this unknown person seems to have a lot of information on the subject raises more questions than it answers. She claims that she was an adventurer like you who got infected with a brain bug, and now she's trying to free herself just like you. She also claims that she almost got free once. Her last attempt didn't work, but she thinks that using you to hunt for the source of the bugs while she keeps you from changing can help free both of you. The power she's using to protect you was something that she stole from someone else, and they want it back. Eventually they'll get it back, which means you're on a timer, so your unnamed assistant sends you back to the waking world so you can head to Moonrise Towers and hopefully find out where the brain bugs really come from and deal with it. Just like before, your companions had the same dream as you, and even though going into the heart of the cult doesn't sound like a great idea, it's the only one you have, so that'll be your next stop once you leave the grove. As per usual, nothing works out the way that it should. Lae'zel finally sees the relic that's been protecting you, and she recognizes it as something that belongs to her people. Common sense isn't all that strong in the Gith woman, so she wants the relic so she can take it back to her people, even though it's the only thing keeping you all alive. Since Shadowheart has the thing, Lae'zel wants to know how the woman got it and why. Since she won't tell her, Lae'zel challenges Shadowheart to a duel the next morning. The Gith can obviously fight, so Shadowheart does the smart thing and catches Lae'zel while she's sleeping. Honor in combat is nice in theory, but if someone threatens you, don't fight them on their terms. Plenty of honorable people have been buried because they tried to play by rules that only they were following. Fights aren't martial arts tournaments or boxing matches. Anything goes, and Shadowheart understands that. She was perfectly fine with killing Lae'zel and telling everyone else that the woman had started turning. Lucky for the Gith, you woke up when you did, and managed to convince them to stop acting like you're not all a part of the same team. Lae'zel accepts that for now, so you all head back to the Druid Grove so you can continue your trip to Moonrise Towers. and hopefully get a step closer to a cure for your pending transformation. And that's where we're going to stop for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, comment, share it, and subscribe. Donate to the channel if you can, and I'll see you all next time.